All right, let's talk about pizza, but maybe not the pizza you're used to. Today, we're diving headfirst into the wonderfully weird, gloriously creative world of Taiwanese pizza. It's a culinary adventure that is, trust me, as bizarre as it is delicious. Look, this quote might be made up, but the feeling behind it, oh, it's very, very real. Pizza is serious business, and in Taiwan, they've taken this beloved dish to places that, yeah, some purists might consider a declaration of culinary war. So that's really the big question, isn't it? What is going on with pizza in Taiwan that turns a simple dinner into this source of global fascination and maybe a little bit of outrage? Okay, let's crack this case and get to the bottom of it, one slice at a time. Every good investigation starts at the scene of the crime, and in our case, the evidence is, well, a collection of toppings that seem to defy all logic. These are the pizzas that put Taiwan on the map.
So, let's meet our prime suspects. You've got pig's blood cake with cilantro, bubble tea pizza with chewy bubble pearls, and even the unforgettable combination of stinky tofu and century eggs. These aren't just toppings, they're an entire mood. So, the question is, how on earth did we get here?
To really get what's going on, we have to rewind. We've got to go way back. The story of how pizza first landed in Taiwan, that holds the first major clue in our investigation.
And this is absolutely crucial. Pizza didn't arrive in Taiwan from Italy. It came from America. At first, it was this fancy, expensive thing. But the real game changers were chains like Pizza Hut and Domino's. And they weren't selling some sacred Italian tradition. Nope. They were selling American-style comfort, convenience, and a ton of food.
So this basically set the DNA for everything that came after. The ideal pizza in Taiwan was never going to be a thin, crispy Neapolitan pie. From day one, it was all about a thick, soft crust piled high with cheese and toppings. Why? Because that meant you were getting a good deal. It meant value. And that put it on a completely different evolutionary path.
Okay, so the foundation is American-style pizza. But what's the motive? What pushed it from just being thick crust to being, well, what it is today? The next clue is hiding deep inside Taiwanese dining culture itself.
If you have ever ordered a pizza in Taiwan, you know this phrase by heart. Buy a large, get a large free. Now, this isn't just some catchy slogan. It tells you everything you need to know. Pizza there is almost never a meal for just one person. It's for a party. It's for the office. It is fundamentally for sharing. And this all boils down to this super important concept called CP value, or cost performance value. It's all about getting the absolute biggest bang for your buck. So, a thick crust pizza loaded with toppings that can feed a whole group of people for a decent price, that is the absolute definition of high CP value. It's the engine that drove the whole thing.
So you can see how its job totally changed, right? It wasn't just about feeding yourself. It was about kicking off a get-together. It became a kind of social currency. You show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza, and instantly you've created a party.
Okay, so we've got our canvas, a thick, shareable, high-value pizza. This brings our investigation into the modern era, where marketing masterminds took that foundation and just ran with it, creating a total explosion of creativity. And this table just lays it out so perfectly. You can really see the 2 different family trees here. On one side, you have the Italian artisan ideal, simple, pure, cooked super fast, and on the other, the Taiwanese chain approach, dough built for softness, complex sauces, all cooked in a conveyor oven. They're practically different species at this point.
And this is where the weird stuff comes roaring in. In a market that's this competitive, just being tasty isn't enough. You have to get people talking. And that's the key. These wild toppings are not a mistake. They are a deliberate and frankly brilliant marketing strategy to get attention.
And this chart shows you exactly why they do it. Every time a new, crazy pizza drops, the goal isn't just for you to eat it. The real goal is for you to post about it online, for news sites to write about it, and for you to think, you know what, I just have to try that. It is a calculated campaign to go viral.
Okay, so let's move to our conclusion. We've looked at the history, the culture, and the marketing. It's time to put all the clues together and deliver the final verdict on this very delicious case.
When you lay it all out like this, the whole journey makes perfect sense. It starts as an American import, then it gets adapted to fit the local culture of sharing and getting good value, and finally, it's turned into a tool for viral marketing. Each step just flows right into the next. So the verdict is in.
These pizzas, they're not a corruption of anything. They are a fantastic reflection of modern Taiwanese culture, a culture that's known for being super creative, incredibly adaptable, and just having this playful spirit that is not afraid to break the rules to make something new and fun.
The story of Taiwanese pizza is way bigger than just food. It's this perfect little case study of how a global product can be adopted, totally transformed, and turned into something brand new that reflects local tastes and values. It just reminds you that food is alive. It's always changing with culture.
And, I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? There's this self-aware, playful pride in these wild pizzas. It's like they're winking at the controversy while confidently enjoying their creation. Because at the end of the day, whether it's traditional or totally out there, delicious is delicious. Thanks for tuning in.